Café and Networking Podcast promotes successful business owners, business experts throughout the world. I'm Tom Reaoch, known as the King of Networking, connecting people from my unique communication lab in Brazil. Today we talk with Deanna Radulescu, and she's joining us from Chicago in the United States. Deanna Radulescu is the podcast host at Label Free Podcast. She is a human trafficking survivor, a widow, a former C-level executive, fashion designer, bodybuilder, skincare expert, and currently Miss Chicago America Nation 2021. Deanna has lived a very big life with lots of experience. So Deanna, you say to live your best life, live label free. What do you mean by that?
Well, thank you for having me, Tom. What I mean by that is I feel that a lot of people have labels that either they've put on themselves or society has put on them that prevents them to really stepping into maybe their own voice, their own power, chasing a dream, achieving a goal because of fear of what society or others might judge them or, just label them with. So I really encourage, and I love talking to people that have broken out of certain expectations. You got to live in the big house, the white picket fence, have 2.5 children, and you work that corporate job. And I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs, and I love to hear their story and how they either left their corporate job because they weren't feeling fulfilled,
right,
and they went and chased a dream that now they're fulfilled, they're financially stable, and they're independent, and they're living a more satisfying life. And so that's what I mean when I say live label free.
Well, I think you mentioned chasing dreams. I think what many people do, they just sit down and they let their dream find them. They realize the dream because the dream has been there. Many times we just put that off. And as a label, sometimes we think, well, we shouldn't be dreaming, right? I was a kid. Exactly. Are you daydreaming? Yeah, maybe I was, and that used to be bad. Today it's good.
Today is good. I'm one that if I have like a goal in my mind, I just go for it. Probably a little bit too fast. I probably should do some research sometimes, but I look at it like I've watched someone I've watched someone lose their battle with life. And when you watch someone slowly decline and pass away, it's like it really gives you a completely different view on we only have so much time on this earth,
right?
And you embrace it,
right?
Good, bad, or indifferent, embrace it, enjoy the ride. Even during the hard times, like there's growth during those hard times, and I'm one that if I have an opportunity, I say yes. I'm like, sure, let's do it.
And here we are. And and to that, I agree with you. I say we only get one day at a time. We don't get tomorrow. We have here and now. And if we put it off or we just thrive on yesterday, we never realize today.
Yeah. Amen to that. And that's kind of why I said, live label free. Don't like what if, shoulda, woulda, coulda, just go for it, because you never know what paths. For me personally, I've experienced just living in this present moment is so many opportunities and just things have opened up for me along the way. And it's been a very miraculous journey and very, very satisfying as well.
Well, and to your podcast, Label Free Podcast, there's no label. The label is label free.
Yeah.
But that today, that's as modern as you can get, right?
Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much. It's I've been told by many people that I'm creating a movement, which I never thought that in the beginning. I just created it from my own experiences and what I wanted to do moving forward in life and not carry any of that baggage with me. And so because of that, it's just been very popular. I mean,
Well, what you're doing, actually, you're sharing a voice and you're sharing experience, right?
Correct. Yes, I am.
And you also mentioned before we got on air, what about the women? You're actually helping women become podcasters?
Yeah, so I am the head coach and founding partner of the Female Podcasters Network. So it's femalepodcasters.com. It's a free network, and we do offer production services. I'm obviously the head coach, and just help, really focus on women starting a podcast and using their voice and, promoting themselves. And what I've noticed is a lot of women have a really hard time stepping into the power of being a public figure.
Mm-hmm.
And when you become a podcast host and you're basically in media and entertainment,
right,
you have got to own that title a little bit. And I'm not saying a label, I'm saying a title as a public figure, because, you know, I think we tend to be a little bit more shy, you know, not as aggressive as men, you know. And I've learned, for me and my, like, this journey I've been through in the last 7 years, is that I've had to force myself to step into my voice, into my own power, into my presence. And I know how difficult that can be. And so, you know, I love coaching women around how to step into that, because it's been very rewarding for me.
No, I agree with that. It's not only women. What I found too, when we're able to, let's say, liberate our voice,
yes,
tell it like it is, and what we do, what you do, and I do, we say that, and we don't necessarily know who's listening.
Right.
We do know, and that's the guarantee, because I found that what we say sticks somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And whether we hear back from where it's stuck is not really relevant or important. We need to know and feel that what we say is helping someone somewhere, and it is.
Yes. Yeah. Amen to that. It definitely is. I mean, I get people that send me messages on a daily, weekly basis, just really thanking me for the show, loving different episodes, and loving the message from it. So I am hearing back. So I'm hearing it.
So you're sticky, right?
I'm sticking all over the place.
Well, it's good to hear that you're helping others stick, because I agree with you. Not only sometimes it's difficult to assume this, let's call it a role of profession, because worldwide podcast hosting is still sort of considered amateur.
Yes.
But what we do and the way you're offering your service, it's very professional.
I'd like to think so. You know, I mean, I think podcasting is on fire. I don't think it's slowing down. I think that you're going to continue to see it ramp up. You know, the advertising dollars and the ROI has been, you're seeing those numbers increase as well. So, you know, I'm loving that I got involved in podcasting on a whim, you know, and it's just been an incredible journey for me. And the community has been so inclusive and so supportive. And I'm excited to see where it goes. And, you know, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Okay, well, we don't want to see that or hear that. Okay.
Yeah, right.
So, Deanna, thanks again for sharing your time. Where can our audience find you?
Labelfreepodcast.com. You can Google search me, Deanna Radulescu. I'm everywhere. Instagram, labelfreepodcast.com. Facebook, you know, everywhere, LinkedIn, you name it, I'm there. And then also femalepodcasters.com. If you are a woman listening to this and looking to get involved in the podcast community, is a very warm community, and it's free to start. We do have other options if you're looking to upgrade, but just join us and you won't be disappointed.
Okay, well, thanks again, Deanna.
Thank you, Tom.
And for our audience, it's Deanna Radulescu. It's Deanna, and the last name is Radulescu. And you'll find her then at labelfreepodcast.com. Café and Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information at their site, focusmi.com. Thanks for listening until the next time here at Café and Networking Podcast.